So now we've followed the vessel from the notice of arrival through anchorage, clearance, pilot boarding, and pilotage. And now we arrive at the final stage, where the vessel is brought alongside the berth. Before the vessel even reaches the final approach, operational planning has already started from the notice of arrival submitted earlier, where the agent provides the vessel's ETA, vessel particulars, and berth request. From that point, Port Control and the Harbor Master's Office begin planning berth allocation, pilot scheduling, and tug availability. So by the time the pilot is on board, most of the preparation is already in place. What happens now is not a fresh arrangement. It's more of a confirmation based on what has already been planned and the actual conditions at the time of arrival. And by this stage, communication tightens across everybody involved: the bridge team, tug crews, mooring gangs, and port control. On the bridge, the pilot gives helm and engine orders, while the officer of the watch relays them directly to the helmsman and engine room. At the same time, the pilot remains in contact with port control, tug masters, and shore teams as the vessel closes in toward the berth. And while all of that is happening, port control continues monitoring the movement, managing traffic around the harbor, and logging each major stage of the operation. Every movement is spoken, confirmed, and repeated back. Nothing is assumed. That's why berthing is one of the most communication-heavy operations in maritime navigation. Port Control, pilot on board MV Aurora, request confirmation of 2 tugs, bow and stern, for MV Aurora, over. Pilot, Port Control, roger, 2 tugs confirmed for berth 3. Tug Alpha and Tug Bravo assigned. They are en route, over. And from there, the operation moves fully into execution. The pilot continues guiding the vessel inbound while maintaining coordination across all stations. A short while later, the first tug calls in as it approaches the vessel. Pilot, Tug Alpha approaching port bow, ready for connection, over. Tug Alpha, make fast forward. Stand by to push port bow when ordered, over. Then the stern tug checks in. Tug Bravo approaching starboard quarter, ready, over. Tug Bravo, make fast aft, stand by to hold stern, over. As the tugs move into working position, the pilot adjusts them based on the vessel's movement, wind, current, and the vessel's response in the water. Bow tug, come in easy, over. Bow tug coming in easy, over. Stern tug, close up aft, over. Stern tug, closing up aft, over. Meanwhile, on the bridge, helm and engine orders continue as the vessel closes the remaining distance toward the berth. Port 10. Port 10, sir. Midships. Midships, sir. Dead slow ahead. Officer of the watch, dead slow ahead, sir. Dead slow ahead, sir. A little later, stop engine. Stop engine, sir. Stop engine, sir. And as the vessel slows down, wind and current start affecting the vessel's movement a bit more. Stern setting slightly to port. Pilot, copy. The pilot adjusts the tug positions to bring the vessel back onto line. Bow tug, push gently. Stern tug, hold, position, over. Bow tug pushing, over. Stern tug holding, over. And little by little, the vessel comes back onto the planned line toward the berth. Ahead at the berth, the shore mooring teams are already waiting in position after earlier coordination through terminal channels. Mooring stations forward and aft. Standby inbound vessel Aurora, berth 3, over. Mooring stations standing by forward and aft, over. The mooring gangs remain at their assigned bollards, ready to receive the first lines ashore. As the vessel closes the final distance, heaving lines going ashore forward. Heaving lines received forward. Heaving lines going ashore aft. Heaving lines received aft. And from there, the full mooring sequence begins. Forward spring ashore. Forward spring fast. Aft station. Aft spring ashore. Aft spring fast. Headline ashore. Headline secure. Breastline ashore. Breast line secure. While the lines are being secured, the pilot continues making small adjustments through the tugs and engine movements to remove the vessel's remaining movement alongside the berth. Dead slow astern. Officer of the watch. Dead slow astern, sir. Dead slow astern, sir. Stern tug hold, over. Stern tug holding, over. Bow tug ease off slightly, over. Bow tug easing off, over. And little by little, the vessel settles fully alongside as the mooring lines begin taking the full load against the berth. Then the final confirmations come through from the shore teams. All fast forward. All fast aft. The pilot then reports completion of the berthing operation back to port control. Port control, Aurora all fast at berth 3, over. Roger, Aurora, all fast logged at berth 3, out. And that marks the completion of the berthing operation. Afterwards, port control logs the full movement sequence, tug engagement, first line ashore, and all fast time, while AIS and terminal systems continue tracking the vessel, now safely secured alongside the berth.